So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have everybody mute your mic.
That's the
And
soft.
I'm going to try to talk louder. And I'm going to walk away from the screen. But you're still going to be able to hear me. So if you can go ahead. If you can go ahead and now, Mrs. Haney and Mrs. Jarvis, if you can't hear me, go ahead and please speak up, okay? And I will come back. All right, I am trying to see if our pen is going to cooperate.
Daniel, do you have a question about ELA?
Miss Schauf?
Again, you have questions.
Miss Schauf?
Yes.
I was confused. I listened to music at lunchtime.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, so we have different friends coming back to school at different times. And I have to say, I've already heard some questions like, why is Noah at school? And wait a minute, is that Cody? Cody, are you at school? So, and yeah, Cody was saying, uh-huh. All right, let's see if we can go to the next slide. 1 second.
Ms. Schauf, do you want the computer charged and see you at the board?
It's all connected.
Maybe. I thought that's what the purpose of
I know.
doing the wheels. I'm just trying one thing at a time.
1 second. All right, our pen's not working. Let me just go to the next slide. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so as you can see, stop. Do you have your mask on? Oh, good. Come on in. Woo! This is awesome. And guess what? We have Shiloh lanyards for each of you, which is pretty cool. And the lanyard will help you keep your mask so it does not fall, which is also pretty cool. See? All righty. So our next one here. All right, so this is our lobby. As you know, that's still the same. And there are no students allowed in the office. They're putting that in, so if you have something you want to say to Miss Bonnie, or if you have a message, then you can go up to the window and you'll be able to say something, which is actually pretty cool. So if you have something you want to say to Mr. Watkins, then you can just ask to leave a message, or you can tell Mrs. Smith or Mrs. Etter or Miss Haney or Miss Jarvis and then leave a message. All right, so we just made an adjustment. Can you all see us?
Yes, that's good.
Yeah? Oh, that's exciting. All right, now I have to figure out where the mouse is. Okay, so as I talked about yesterday, there's a new nurse. Her name is Nurse Gilliard. She is doing a new form because there's no laminated passes right now. And you'll have to fill out the new form and take it down there. So Nurse Gilliard is going to be in the building. Actually, she's here today. Yes, Mrs. Smith?
We were told that we can call her Nurse G.
Nurse G? Oh, okay. Nurse G is in the building. Sweet. All right. You can only use the hallway door, not the office door, to go to the nurse. and the signs will remind you. We were talking about that on the tour yesterday. I was like, nope, don't go in here. Nope, don't go in this way. So, and again, the signs will remind you how to get to the nurse. All right, does anybody have, my friends at home, anybody have any questions so far? All righty.
Daniel has his hand up.
Yes, Daniel.
You have to be safe. But
Yes, you do have to be safe. You are absolutely right.
when there are not people on the ground, not fight. If a fight, I see trouble.
Okay. All right,
And
so you do.
push someone, it can do that.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to go meet Miss G today, and I'm going to get a picture, and I'll add that to the slide. After ELA today, I'll post this to everybody's ELA, and you can actually look at this. View only. Don't ask me for access, because you're not going to edit it, sorry. But you can go ahead and view it all you want. And then if there's any changes, because guys, I have new information already. So you're gonna have to sit into the waiting room. And that's kind of in the hallway. All right, yesterday we kind of walked down the hallway and we were staying on the right-hand side. It's hard to tell in this picture, but the arrows are red. The line in the middle is blue. And you're just staying on the right-hand side, and it's like a road. Yeah, it's like a road that you're walking or you're driving down. So there's not a whole lot of traffic now, but when there are more kids here, just say hi. And you really don't want to cross the line because, again, they're trying to keep everyone safe. All right, again, just walking in the hall. Great time to say hi, meet new friends, say hi to old friends. Alrighty, and make sure you look at, guys, there are signs everywhere in the school now. So make sure you're looking at the signs, reading the signs. There's different restrooms. Most
Daniel,
of them open.
can you please put that up and watch Miss Schauf? Thank you.
Most of them will be open, and pay attention to this sign especially. No more than 3 people. Guys, there's a lot of people in our school. So only 3 people maximum. There is, you might have to wait sometimes. You might have to come back. So please, please use your time wisely or be prepared to wait. Okay, and you do have to wait 6 feet apart. So it's going to be a little tricky. All right, as you can see, and there were signs out of order, and they're covered up. The signs in the hallway, or the fountains in the hallway, are closed. Yeah, those fountains are closed. But good news, students may bring a water bottle. Cody has one here. Go ahead, Cody, hold yours up. Oh, I'll turn you around. Thank you very much. All right, Noah, hold your water bottle up. There you go. And I have my water bottle too. So you can go ahead and bring a water bottle. Here are some of the classrooms. And then if we go outside, that gives everyone a chance to take a mask break. But you will have to stay socially distancing. Alrighty, so here's some of the things that are the same about Miss Schauf's, my room, our room. But there's some things that are different, some things that are the same. I have to say, when Cody and Noah came in, they were like, what's going on here? So take a look. The desks are all spread out. And I have to tell you, we're not going to be jumping from seat to seat. And I have to say, this is Mr. Watkins' role. Actually, not just Mr. Watkins' role. This is all of the county school rule. Because they want to make sure that everybody is being responsible for their own area. And everybody is getting used to sitting in one spot. So, and I have a news place, this is kind of crazy, by the window, because that's where I'm doing a lot of the teaching from, with the computer, the projector, the document camera. So I just get to kind of wave to the desk over there. Who knows? Mrs. Etter should actually probably just sit there. For real. Mrs. Etter, I don't know why you're sitting there. All right. Do you need paper? Well, you can find it in your new large supply basket. So we don't have little bins anymore. They are baskets. So, and as you can see, this is a bolded word. Supply. Who can tell us what the word supply means? All right, Cody, go ahead and tell that to Mrs. Smith. How about our friends at home? What does supply mean? Daniel? Josh?
Supplies mean is a supply box.
Okay. What would you find in the
Miss Schauf,
Yes?
should I hang out with friends when I get back home?
Can you say that again?
Should I hang out with my friends when they get back home?
You can, but you just have to be socially distant. But it's okay to hang out with friends. Hey, Daniel. Daniel, this is really, really, really important information. I need your help. Because you might have some questions.
Yeah, I do right now.
All right, so if you do, then that means you need to really, really look up at the screen. And hold on, please. Hold on. All right, so everybody will have their own supply basket. And Joseph, I agree. Those are the materials that you might need. And look, everybody has two. One for math. They just they can. In here, there's a ruler. There's a bag of money. Not real money, sorry.
That's fake.
Right. Measuring spoons. Measuring cups. A calculator. Everybody will have their own. And that also means everybody will have to put their own back.
So Schauf, Joseph had a question. You just answered it, but I want to make it clear again. He says, do we have to take turns taking the supplies out?
No, you're right. That's a good question. And the answer is no, because you might not need everything at the same time. And let's just say if Josh is using the calculator, then Josh is going to go over and get his own calculator, and Josh is going to come home or come back and put his calculator away. Cody might come back and need his money.
Money.
Yeah, money, honey. So Cody will get his own money and move it. Maybe Noah will need a roll up. And, you know, I have to say, everybody, Simon says, touch your heart. Everybody has a heart of gold, but we're not sharing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And when you're done, you have to put things away. So you have to put things away when you're done. So that means Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Etter and Mrs. Jarvis and Miss Haney will say, Mrs. Schauf, we need to wrap up a little bit earlier to get everybody cleaned up. All right. Good news. Everybody has a resource binder here at school also, so you don't have to take that back and forth. And if you're in another class, like science, or if you are in another class like health, you are going to have to take your pencil pen with you. So you are going to have to be responsible for some of those materials and put things back. So that's something hard to get used to. So you're going to hear us. Okay, put it back, put it back, put it back. All right, any questions so far? Cody, any questions? All right, Noah, how are we doing? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. How about my friends at home? Any questions? Thumbs up, thumbs down if no questions. Joseph. Okie dokie. All right, good news. You still have mailboxes here. Your agenda, your Shiloh folder, and your other folders will go with you. And we also have the desk at the front of the room where we can charge anything that needs to be charged.
Baseboard.
Oh, here we go. Here's some words. It's really important. You might read in the newspaper, you might hear your moms, or you might hear parents talk about it. You might hear the words hybrid model. That means everyone's on a different schedule. You might hear cohort A. You might hear the word cohort B. Cohort is a fancy way to say group. That's all it is. It's a fancy word for group. So this helps keep the number of students in the school down. That's all. That's all. It's just a fancy word for group. So you just learned a new word, group. Cohort. It's a group. All right, so Isis, what does cohort mean?
This helps keep some students in the classrooms down.
It keeps the numbers down, so it's a group. Cohort is a group. All right.
Daniel, can you
All right, cohort A. Cohort A goes to school Monday and Tuesday. Cohort B will go to school Thursday and Friday. Well, what does it say? Does that mean we're off school on Wednesday?
Yes.
You wish. You wish, Noah. Nope. That means no students come to school. That
We
means
have school today. No school on Friday.
you wish. That means that Daniel, Isis, Josh, Joseph, Noah, and Cody, everybody in the school has school on the computer. But here's what's different. Ready for this?
Oh no. Miss
All right.
Tense.
Actually, it's tense. Oh, it's tense. All right, starting the 19th.
Now see me off.
Starting the 19th.
We off.
Everybody's hours, school hours are 8. Hold on, let me double check. They'll start coming in 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. That is different.
Time.
So homeroom might open up at 8 o'clock.
Look, I have a question.
Wait a minute, 1 second.
Okay.
And then on Wednesdays, we have to get used to our virtual schedule, 8:30 to 2:30. Whew, it's going to keep a lot to keep us straight. Yes, Mrs. Smith.
I
Yes,
almost
8
done.
is your old schedule. Yes. Yes.
Are we almost done,
So,
Michelle?
Josh, there's some questions at the end, so you better be paying attention. You have a job at the end of this. All right. Pictures, labels, and signs. Oh, you better use that as a resource. And that will help us stay safe and healthy and get new information. Speaking of new information, you're not going to believe this. And Cody and Noah just found this out today. All the lockers are closed. There's no lockers.
Where's left box?
Where are we going to put our lunch? Where are we going to put the jackets? Oh, wait a minute. Look where Noah's jacket is right now.
I have a question.
Wait a minute, Daniel. So Noah had to put his jacket right there on the back of his chair. So all the lockers are closed.
With locks?
No. They say nobody's using the lockers.
Josh, can you mute your mic? Daniel, can you mute your mic, please?
So for right now, could that change? Yes. Because the rules keep changing, but right now that is the rule. All the lockers, what do you do with all your stuff? Well, you have to keep it, I don't know. I'll have to keep you posted. But you might have to keep it with you, or you might have to keep it in your homeroom. I don't know. I will let you know. I'll put it on the slide. Okay? But they don't want to keep cleaning all the lockers. There's too many for them to clean. So they said no lockers allowed. Okay, so there's restrooms. Wash your hands, that's important. Wash your hands, that's in bold print. Wash those hands. And use the hand sanitizer. Remember, there's hand sanitizer places everywhere in the school. That's a good way to keep your hands clean. All right, sensory room. We have the new curtains up there. And oh, the prize store, yes, keep earning your money for the prize store. That is the same. Mrs. Reeves is here. Yes, sometimes she works in her classroom. Sometimes she goes in other classrooms. And I have to say, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry we can't go in the library, the media center, and just look around. We can't browse. But the good news is, students can check out books through a special form. Miss Fern is going to tell us about that. And there's also the read aloud books. What's that called, Cody? Just tell us the name.
The read aloud?
Yeah. Sora. So there's Sora. You can check out the ebooks. Right. Oh, here's another bold word. Face to face. So sometimes your classes will be face to face. That's when your cohort comes in. And sometimes your classes will be virtual. That's when your classes, you might be at home learning on the computer. All right. Oh, yeah. So you might be in course, you might be in music, but in a hybrid model, and that's what this is called, when some students are in school learning, some students are home learning.
Miss Schauf?
1 second. So be patient because all the teachers are trying to figure out the technology. And wait, do you see all these chairs? There's not as many chairs in Mrs. Tubbs's room. They had to take some out because they said there's too many chairs. We have to socially distance. Too many chairs. Take some out. Oh, here's something different too, as you know. No ADB day. 2 related arts every day, and the related arts will change at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the quarter, which is early November, then there'll be 2 new related arts. That's right, Cody. It's not by the semester. Good question. It usually is by the semester. All right, so Mrs. O'Neill, as we know, look at all those desks. Nope. Some of them are out of there now. Because on A days, when cohort A comes in, there's enough chairs and desks for them. When cohort B comes in, there's enough chairs for them.
I'm in cohort A.
You're cohort B, Isis.
I'm in cohort A. You're cheating on me.
What? Don't you trick me, Isis Nyland. I'm on to you. Okay. So here's something that's the same. All the students are going to change when it's your turn for PE. Oh, and Miss Griffin and Mr. Mays have wipes for the equipment. The gym is open. The gym is open. All right, well, we talked about this yesterday, but look at that. No 6th grade lunch, no 7th grade lunch, no 8th grade lunch. Nope. Now there's 6 different lunches. 6. I know, Cody, and it's going to be back to back to back. Team 2 goes to lunch. Then team 1 goes to lunch. Nope.
It's not in order.
Then 2 of the 8th grade 2 of the 8th grade teams go to lunch. Then 2 of the 7th grade teams go to lunch. So different teams have lunches, and here's why. This is what I just found out this morning. Look at this, Noah. New rule. Remember I showed you the stickers on the tour? Only 3 people are allowed to sit at the cafeteria tables. Students are going to have to socially distance. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. So you'll be able to see your friends, but it's going to be a little different. No, it's going to be a lot different. But here's the good news. Oh, wait a minute. We got in line for the doorway. You'll be given your lunch, and there's 2 different entrees to pick between. Oh, that's right. Nope. Only employees are allowed in the kitchen. That's the new rule for now. No.
Josh.
And when you're finished eating, you can go outside for recess.
Josh, we're not done yet. You need to stay.
Look, there's no basketballs right now. I'm so sorry. There's no balls for Foursquare. I'm so sorry. You are allowed to take off your mask. You are allowed to talk to your friends. You can get some fresh air. You can go for a walk, but guess what? There's no tag. There's no playground balls. It is really sad. You have to stay on school property, yes. But they want you to go talk to your friends. They want you to hang out, but you can't be close to each other. Yes.
It's like no giving in each other's space and jumping up.
No,
Transparent.
no, you can't be in each other's space. Definitely not. Will we have rec nights and dances? Good question. Not for a while. Sorry. Sorry. And here's the back of the school. Here's another place we can go for some mask breaks. That was a lot of news, wasn't it? Some good news, some not so good news, huh? All right. Any questions? Everybody has an exit pass. Everybody. So, let's see, Miss Jarvis and Miss Haney and Mrs. Etter. With you being online here, I'm gonna have, let's see, Joseph and Isis can type this in their chat, or they can hold this up on a piece of paper and tell you one thing that they like that makes them happy about this, and one thing that really makes maybe they don't like or they're not sure about from looking at the slide. All right, hey, Daniel and Josh. Would you go ahead and do you want to meet Mrs. Etter in goals real quick? And tell Mrs. Etter what you like and what makes you nervous or what you don't like.
I don't want to do it.
I'm sorry, that's not a choice. This is your grade for today. Or you can write it all out yourself.
Will you be Miss Etter?
And goals, Daniel.
Yep.
Josh, go meet Miss Etter in goals. Daniel, you too.
So Isis and Joseph, you put your answer in the chat
Or write it on a piece of paper.
Yep.
or write it on a piece of paper.
Yep. All right. All righty. Now, Miss Jarvis, if they need a resource, it is right there in the under ELA. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. I can't wait to hear what makes everybody happy. And I also can't wait to hear about what makes somebody kind of sad or nervous. All right, I'm going to go get Noah's ideas. All right, Isis and Joseph, can't wait. Can't wait to hear your ideas so you can get your A for today.